Hi, this is Leah Klein, health and wholeness coach. And today my question for you is, are you pressing on? Philippians 3:14. I press on toward the goal for the prize of the upward call of God in Christ Jesus. So, how are you pressing on today? What is it not? Sitting around, not doing anything, uh, possibly just living our daily lives with no thought of God or what He would have us be doing. It's a trap we all fall into at one time or another. So it's not inactivity. Let's put it that way. It is not being motionless. So what does it mean? It means to do what God has put in front of you. What is there in your particular situation that He has put in front of you for you to do? So, doing that obviously would be one example of this pressing on. Finishing strong would be another example. So, continuing in the faith, even when things aren't always good, things are troubling and problematic, but not letting fear get the best of you and refocusing on God and what He wants from you and for you. So, as we're getting closer and closer to the end of the year, which I know if you're anything like me, feels like it's just flown by in a lot of ways. It's been long, but it's been short. What are you focusing on going into next year? What would God have you focus on going into next year? Take some time and actually think about that. Think about, does He have a new direction or something different than what you're doing that He would have you be doing? And of course, ask God. Ask God to show you what His upward call is for you besides the salvation call. But we're all given jobs. It's not just fire insurance. He expects us to have a purpose and to live out our lives for Him. So how can you do that? How can you be doing it maybe in a different way or more so than you have been? So really dive into this and really connect with Him on a deeper level and ask these questions and get some response back, whether through the word or a thought that comes to you that gets confirmed by other things. I do encourage you to go on a retreat. I know it's not easy as things get colder and to do things, but you can set aside space to go somewhere else, somewhere that's quiet. Everything is off season, so anywhere with heat, like a cabin or something like that, you can have a retreat at other times, even if it's a little too cold to be outside, much of the time. I have done it before. I've also driven somewhere for a relatively short period of time and stayed in the car where it was warmer and the sun was beating on me. But taking the time, even when it's not easy, to just get away from the noise and interference of your daily life so that you can actually get quiet and hear him speak to you is invaluable. I try to keep doing it, once a month through the winter myself, because I know that I get insights and I hear him in ways that I don't necessarily get on a daily basis, even, with a regular quiet time, that there is something special about that. And part of that is, he says, if we will seek him, we will find him. And part of an element of this is that we are in a battle. Life isn't meant to be easy, and there are things in our world that are trying to throw us off and do not want us to succeed. And we are in a battle. And so that is why I wanted to wrap up our time today with a hymn that I haven't heard in a while, but I grew up with that around, and that's Onward Christian Soldiers. And want to remind you that we are in a battle, even if we aren't literally putting on armor and going out and fighting the dragon or something. We are fighting the dragon, but that's a story for another day. But what we need to remember is that we need to keep moving forward and pressing on, and that we are not alone either, both in other Christians and in God's help, of course. So if you know this, many of you probably do, go ahead and sing along with me. I'm just going to do a verse and the chorus today, I think. And if you don't know it, feel free to listen and let the words sink in. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Christ the royal master leads against the foe, forward into battle, see his banner go. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. So stand firm and stay strong, and let God be your strength this week. And I will see you next week with another verse. See you then.